Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We are currently sat at Utendorf train station, and I believe that's our local express. Local express? No, local commuter that's just coming down now. Our tram with the flashy lights is just pulling away, dropping off some more people. It seems quite popular. I mean, it's way more popular than I thought it would be. I love this little train station. It's going to look even better out here once we redo the fields a little bit to look similar to how it does out here. The platform height is about perfect, so that's a good sign. What's going to be great is as we go through the eras, we're going to get some nice multiple units, some electric multiple EMUs. Just say that, it's easier. EMUs to put on here. And it's really going to look the business. As well as some freight coming through here. It's going to go this same way, I would say, as the oil train that we just saw going over the bridge, if you did see it. Now, some of you pointed out that we didn't do a full cab ride through this station. There is a reason. Hopefully we'll do it today, as I'm going to continue the line out and finish off the commuter all the way to, is it Riggersburg behind us? I think so. We're on the west side of Thun. Okay, UI's up. I would really like to start unlocking some new vehicles. Hopefully we will. We're making our way through 1973. I guess we can go half speed now. Let's do it. Yeah, we'll go half speed. See if we can unlock something, then we can always slow it down again, as promised. I did a little bit of work here. It's alright, isn't it? It's a little, I don't know what it is. What would this be? Somewhere where they store rail components. I guess we could put more rail stuff in here. We've even got a little entrance coming up here. It crosses over the lines. I mean, they're only little commuter services. Similar to light rail. This one's a bit busier, as we'll have the freight train coming through here. Nothing for us to worry about, as this is work access that we'll possibly never use. I do like the smoke here, a couple of little buildings. And I've added these to our collection. These are, Dutch, yes, Dutch assets that have just appeared not long ago on the workshop. Little cabinets and things, so there's a whole bunch of those. They're very nice. We don't have any Swiss ones, so I mean, we'll make do with what we've got. I like them. I like them. We needed some more of those. We have the UK one as well. There are plenty in there. We might need to put a concrete bed under there, but it's not important. Now, what I forgot to do before we left off was add the struts here. A sort of a retaining wall. And we're going to use the UK ones for that, as we have here. Now then, what do we want? It is 5 tracks across here, I believe. We should be able to get it in. I feel like I want to leave these end caps in as well. If we can get it, it's not too bad, is it? I like that we've got this, these coming down at the side there, because it looks like it's holding the dirt in. If we stick it in the middle, it's not too bad, is it? We can do the same here, but obviously on one side we can't have those. I don't know whether we can do that in the settings, because we don't want to block off this. We're going to make a little entrance to our station for, I guess, goods and things. So we don't want it like that. Now, can we get rid of one side? End block position. I like the middle. Middle's good. It makes it easier to line up with the fence at the top. End cap. Can we just choose one side? No, end cap is the top, right? Yeah. Grey. We'll stick with grey. I like that. We'll go with no walls, and then it's easier, isn't it? Much better. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. We can find something to go along here. These, I believe. Well, there's some actual fancy walls that we can have. There we go. These, and then drop them down a little bit. So if we go -5 is obviously going to be too much, but then we go 4 on here. We can have them quite low, but still protecting it from the public from getting on there. Yeah, I like that. And what colours do we have? We want it closer to this red, don't we? I think there is something. That's close. That'll do the job. Let's see if we can get this lined up. We can change the length of it. There we go. Does it flash too bad? Not too much on the Z order there, if any. I guess what we can do then is switch between the two and it should line up. There we go. We'll switch between that and SH, and then we get a perfect alignment. It's not too curvy, so I don't mind it being quite long. There we go. Lovely. And then as it curves off, we'll leave it. And if you're doing a cab ride, we should just about see over there. And we'll have to get rid of some of this grass and stuff. Let's do that now. We can put some gravel down here to start with, some dirt and some gravel. Just down here like that. There we go. Yeah, better. And then what else would we have? Some of the darker gravel, perhaps. We've got it on not 100% strength. It's about 50, isn't it? Yeah, about 50%. It is 50%. Just so we can not have just a straight texture there. Adds a little to it, doesn't it? And we can do the same along here. Mix some of that ballast in. And then all of a sudden, it looks the part. I guess we'd have it something like that here as well. You wouldn't have a lot of grass growing under, would you? Although this section's probably going to be worked on a bit further as we do the entrance there. That's what that's for. There. Let's extend over here then. We'll get Riggersburg in. Before we do that, I do want to show you I've changed the station over in Italy. We have the Italian assets, platforms, and a couple of the buildings over there, along with the standard vanilla ones just here. And these two are the Italian ones. They look nice, don't they? There's some station buildings as well for passengers that we'll have over at the main station here. Right, back up to the northern end of our map. Riggersburg, where are you going to have a station? Out here. Looks like the place to be. We're not going to have a tram out here. We're just going to keep this buses. Buses only. I don't think it's going to get too big. They don't need any other goods. It's just what we can do with their public transportation. So pretty straightforward. We don't have to ever take freight up here. There's going to be a freight station here, and then we could turn around and loop back in. Ideally, we'd kind of want to come off there, wouldn't we? But that would take it around the houses, quite literally. Where we're going to have this station, if we delete here, we're going to have to pause it, aren't we? We're almost at the end of 1973. We're going to delete back to there. That's the plan. Don't want that yet. What I'd like to do is get the road in and get a rough idea. We're going to attach to this bit of the road, possibly a cul-de-sac of some sort. Keep that straight and head off up to somewhere like that, and then we should be able to link in, I guess like that would do. And then we can take that off. No, it looked better before. Grand, you've messed it up. You can send that off there. This could run alongside the track, actually. Yeah, good plan that you didn't think of until now. This is going to run alongside the track, and hopefully they might build some houses out here. I know it's going to be noisy, perhaps shops, industry. I don't see how that's going to grow much at the moment. You can have a terminus, can't we? There we go, terminus station. We'll just have a basic one like this. What's the current? 120 we need it. The train was quite long, wasn't it? I can't remember the actual length. We'll go and double check it. 120 should be fine though. And if we do it kind of close to the road, not too close, we do want it high speed. We're only going to have one train pulling in at a time, I think. Yeah, it's just a small station. So we'll put that in there. Can we fit in a little access road? Well, you can't, no, because you'd need the platform the other side. Maybe we can configure it and have the platform the other side. We do want to have the 760 anyway. 760 era B. So we'll do it like this along here. It's not like we can't change it later on. Then we can get rid of this section. And then we can put some waiting areas from the MISC. That looks like the one. Little waiting area there and up there as well. There we go. Beautiful. And do we want any coverings? No, this one's not going to have a covering. I'm going to leave the building like this. I like the little stairs up. Really suits it, doesn't it? And then we can have some access over here for people. Hopefully. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. In fact, we could maybe have it all the way along, and then we've got a little bit of a station building. Yeah. You know what? It adds to the scenery, doesn't it? I like it. Yeah, that's kind of beautiful. Is it just called It is just called Riggersburg, so we can leave it as is. And now we need to go up and meet with this track. Again, I'm unsure how we're going to build the freight side of it just yet, but it's not urgent. Send that out straight because there's going to be a, not straight, but flat, as there's going to be a junction there, isn't there? Just here. We'll give it a bit of room. I don't know how long the train is. We will more than likely, it doesn't have to be too quick, does it either? We will more than likely have two services running this. The little local one that goes under the bridge will just be a single train direct to Riggersburg all the way to Steffisburg. I kind of like that. A direct service. There we go. Is that just in? Surely that cannot be true. I'm never this efficient. What's up with you, man? Right, let's get in a... We'll have the... No need to have lots of fancies, is there? No, we just have this one. It is the end of the line. We don't go any further. We can have these quite close together. Again, we're going to have some freight shenanigans going on here. We can probably have the freight station pull off to the side here and then loop back around and then come in on this side, which would be ideal. So we cross over to get to the station. It doesn't really matter, does it? Because it's, as we've just mentioned, it is the end of the line. And this can be quite close, I think. We'll just do them there and there. And another two. How close are we to that station? I think we can fit a couple in. One that side, one that side. Our next one's going to be right here, which we can have all flashing. Ooh, not that one. This one, right there. I think we'll be able to see that okay from the tunnel. Not overly important. We can have a couple of signals, I guess, inside the tunnel. We can use these if we like, or these. I guess those. And we can have one there and there. A couple of short signals. Perfect. You can use them as signals or as waypoints. We're only going to ever have one train running this section, so we'll just leave that one vehicle on there at a time. It's now starting to look a little more finished around here. Obviously not completely finished. We've got lots of field work to do here so that when we have our cab rides, it's going to look very Swiss and very much like the area around Utendorf. I've changed the name of this. It is now called Utendorf Train Station, and I guess we can rename that to be Train Station as well. There we go. Lovely. Our trains are actually quite long, aren't they? They're a bit longer than I thought. I guess this isn't going to be the only one. It doesn't really matter that it hangs over the edge here. It kind of does, but it's not too important. We kind of want something not quite that long. We could split this into two, which might be a better idea. It's almost tempting. I might split this into two, so it's 2 3-car rather than just one long one, because you want them more frequent, don't you, rather than higher capacity, especially as a local commuter, which means, depending on how busy this one is, where are you just leaving? Yeah, same could be true for this. Otherwise, we're not going to fit on this station or the other one. Yeah, just two separate trains, more frequency, or better frequency, shorter frequency. Say frequency again. Which way are you going? I don't know what you're doing. Which way are you going? Oh, you're already coming back? Didn't we just see him turn up? Really? Do I have 2 of these running already? If so, we can just edit them, can't we? I don't remember putting another one on. Oh, my memory's terrible. Did I put another one on? Surely not. Well, you could just click on the line, really, you Bert. No, we've got one. Wow, that was quick. Or I was taking my time doing that. That was super fast. I'm going to have to check your orders. Let's check the orders. Manage line. No, that's fine. It's not doing anything silly, is it? No. This green one's separate to that green one. I know it's a little bit confusing. Let's see how he does when he pulls in. I'm saving the cab ride to the end. I will not disappoint. We will get on board. I like this. Oh, it's just enough room. It's going to be brilliant when we've got the newer trains. We're currently in September. 1973. I almost said, do you remember? I can't help myself. That song gets stuck in your head for eternity. There we go. We're going to be way too long for that platform, aren't we? Yeah, I'm going to go with the 3 car. I wonder if we can... It would be really nice if you could decouple at stations. That's one thing I've always wanted to see in Transport Fever, where you can change the consist and split trains. Yeah, we're miles over. 120 is quite short, isn't it? So, because this isn't... Goodness me, what is happening here? It is so busy. Is that because of the frequency, though, as opposed to the capacity? See, we can have the same capacity, but they're getting on and off quicker, which keeps it all sort of nice and balanced. Well, I think what we'll do at the end is we'll do that. We'll split these consists when they're pretty much empty. Where is this one? This one can maybe wait until we've gone to Interlaken. I think that's overkill anyway. I still like it though. How are we doing? Oh no, what have you not done, Mr. T? We haven't actually gone here. And we're going to reroute our bus, aren't we? Yeah, it's worth just rerouting this as a big circle line and maybe having a clockwise and anti-clockwise situation going on. We can have it stop here instead of there. Look at them building out here. They're already excited, guys. Well, we can have a stop here. And then maybe one here. And then we've got the other one there. Yeah, that would be ideal, wouldn't it? So, plans are afoot. Let's get you... And we'll get them some new buses as well. Exciting times for Riggersburg. Manage... we want to manage the line first and extend it. It should be enough if we have the updated buses. Now, let's not mess this up. I'm not on tilt today, so I've got no excuse. I should get this right. It's not hard unless there are multiple Queen Streets, which there are not. So what we'll do, after New Road, you go in there and then there. Let's do it, and then we can get rid of Queen Street, and it's going to work. Perfect. Right, and then we can delete that stop. Yeah, unfortunately, you're going to have to walk around the corner now. Either way. I mean, it's up to you. You do have a train station now, which doesn't have any services yet. We can manage these vehicles and replace them with a nice MAN SL192. 16 capacity should help. There we go. There we go. They look the part, don't they? And it's the number 1. They only have one bus service out here. These are not, these are like more like coaches, intercity services. I guess we could have those the same. Let's really be extravagant with Riggisberg services. It should say 105 on the back. That'd be kind of cool. Anyway, don't clone them all. You're getting excited. You're going to have these. You're practically in the same colour as the bus should be. Does it have 105 on the back? Come on, I can't see. Zoom in. No, it has 10. That's confusing for everybody involved. It says 105 on the front. Rigsby. Well, Riggersburg. Rigsby. Oh, I haven't heard that name in a while. So, what are we doing now? We're going to extend our line out. Where is our train? Because I would like to... You're full! Well, goodness me. You are well and truly chock-a-block. And how are we doing over here? And there's 119 waiting to go to Speeds. Oh yes, that's not it anymore, is it? No. But let's manage the line because it's going to finally end at Riggersburg. So after Utendorf, you now want to go here, and then we want to head back to here. So there we go. Now it's working perfectly. We don't need to cross over. We will leave that in though, because we did use it. You wouldn't really pull it up, and it could serve a purpose for trains turning around. And it's not Spitz, it's Zweisimmen to Riggersburg. There we go. Better. Oh, that is super. It could be the issue of the frequency though. I mean, we're not picking people up until we've done a round trip, and now that trip's even got longer. it might be worthwhile having 3 smaller trains as opposed to 2 of these long trains. It should feel a lot more local then, shouldn't it? Little commuters running backwards and forwards. We have a... Oh, that's a nice little plane. I was going to say Pilates. Pilates Porter. Completely not that, is it? No, that's something different. Anyway, I do want to get... I know people are asking in the comments that in fact more comments are appearing for planes. We are having them. They do exist out here. And I mean, taking a plane ride out here, once we've got all our money flowing nicely and balanced. Ooh, we've still got a semaphore here. Still leaving it, I think. But yes, it's going to be lovely, isn't it? Taking some little plane rides out here. Not quite flight sim, but it'll look nice. We will have to be a little careful about the mountains. So flight plans are going to be managed by orientation of the airports. Right, once he gets in here, we're going to rework him. We're going to shrink him down once he's empty. I managed to just about pause it at 0. So what we're going to do now is manage this vehicle, and we're going to do this. Get rid of... In fact, what we could do is update it, right? Because it's already a little bit old. So we'll just replace it with this one. There we go. So this is the size of it now, but what we'll do is we'll also duplicate it. So we've got the same capacity, it's just better frequency. There we go. Obviously, it might be a bit of an issue to start with because we've got a lot of delay. We only carry 57 now. But we'll check on it. Then we can just add a third rather than doubling up on the 2 together. And I like this. I like this a lot. That's what we'll be riding on at the end of today's episode. Our little rail bus is full. Will we need 2 rail buses, or should we stick 2 together? Well, again, it's that frequency thing, isn't it? It's all busy. Look at big old freight train waiting for our little rail bus there. It could almost be on the road, couldn't it? The size of that compared to this. Massive crocodile. These are going to need an upgrade soon, aren't they? I think what we'll do with these crocodiles is when we upgrade our mainline services, freight trains, we'll repurpose them onto here. That's what it'll look like. Oh, do you know what? This is the road down to Gstaad, and it's still a dirt road. I believe someone pointed that out in the comments not long ago, and I completely forgot multiple times that we should upgrade it. We don't have to punish the car owners. It is only, I say only, but it's a heritage line, this. It's a functioning heritage line. Right, and we can upgrade this as well to be a newish road. In fact, we could do that section, and then that blends in nicely, doesn't it? There goes our heritage line. It's forever going to be this. It doesn't make as much money. It's almost full. In fact, it would... Ooh! Overview. I did that ages ago, didn't I? I put that on very high, and it's been... Oh, you plonker. Apply. Well, it might break even now that I haven't got it on extortionate amounts of maintenance. I will say, though... Oh, that's so bright. Goodness me, that's reflective. Oh, that was almost terrible. You timed it about right, I guess. Quick, run. Don't fall over on the road with your hooves. Yeah, you're in. That's how they do, though, isn't it? They do that. They do that a lot out here. You'll be driving along and all of a sudden a wild stag or deer appears. Anyway, yes, what was I saying? Not distracted in the slightest. A little beetle as well. Who are you? Who's got the beetle? Was it Frederick? Frederick Roberts. But anyway, yes. It's more than likely cut that right down. So it won't be costing us nearly as much. We will have to keep an eye on it. Do these have super old buses? I can't remember. I did upgrade it. Oh my days. It's a heritage city. I mean, it's worth doing, right? A heritage city. It looks a bit bizarre though with all the new buildings and the these are amazing. That's some engineering right there. But yeah, should we give them some new buses? Managed vehicle. That's probably why it's never getting full. Right, we're going to not clone them. You don't want any more. We'll give you, I'll tell you what, we'll give you the sour since you're out here. I mean, that's already... do you? I kind of feel like these would be nice out here, though. Do you know what? We'll give them these. There you go. Not quite brand new, but better than what you had before. I like what you're doing there, I think. We've not been out of this way for a while, have we? I bet they're happier now they've got a couple of new buses. Yeah. I mean, it's still kind of heritagey out here, isn't it? What year are we in? 74? I mean, these feel a bit 50s to me. But there you go. You're off to the station. Finally got an updated road. Probably see a little bit more traffic on here. There you go. Zara. Oh, that's that a Volvo? It might be. It might be one of the Volvos. One of I keep wanting to call you Onion Jack. One of Jones's Volvos. These are lovely. I like these. They're all deciding on the the Beetle crew. The Beatles. You almost missed, well, you kind of did miss it. Right, moving swiftly on and ignoring my dad jokes. Look, I want to check on the state of play with this new service with better frequency at the same capacity. I think that might have been a good move. Well, he's just in front of him. But 35, okay, this might do it. This might do it. What we might have to do is hold the one behind this up, just so we can manually space them out for now. Do we like this though, guys? They seem to like it. Does that mean we've got people at Riggersburg now? I mean, wow, there we go. It's popular. People love our service. Our service is our entire network. Should we see where some of these people are off to? Maria Wilson, where are you off to? You're off to a commercial building. So your commercial building is in Gustad. That is interesting because she's going to take the final leg of the journey. That is going to be the steam train. Well, isn't that a nice day out? Well, commercial building means shopping, I believe. So she's going shopping. And the final bit of the journey, or the first bit of the journey on the return journey, is our lovely heritage line and our nice steam train. Who else we got? Reuben Green. You're going home. Details. You live in. Wow. You're going. That's amazing. You're going all the way from here to Domo, to Italy. That's probably about as far as you can get, isn't it? From this side of the map. So like northwest to southeast. Yeah, that is the longest journey ever. I mean, we could follow him. I don't know whether we'll get on this one. He didn't get on. Oh, guys, he didn't get on. I don't know whether we'll get on the next one either. Well, at least there's plenty. The next one's on its way, guys. We've had to change our consists around. As the owner, that's me, has in his infinite wisdom decided to mess around with his train services. I think the timetable will suit you better, guys. I really do. I think we're on to a winner there. Plus, it allows us to increase the frequency and capacity in smaller chunks. I don't want to get the line too busy though, because we do intersect with the express main line. And goes the number one. Are you going to be dumping more people on the platform? You certainly are. This is such an interesting line. I don't know where he's going to get off. I'm intrigued. Oh, I still would love an address book where you could save people's names. So when you save the game, you can come back and track the progress. Not only that, but I could name these I could then name everybody that we've got in the address book after you guys. That'd be kind of awesome. That's better. And then we've got a bit of room to have some longer trains when we get the newer consists. Did you get on board? I think you got on board. There's not many people left. This is better. I mean, they're a bit close together at the moment, but I feel this is gonna work for us much better than the longer one. We'll do the same with the green line as well. Head into Larkin. You're on board, aren't you? Yes, there we go. We're on board. Does he... Here's the question. Is he going to get off at Toon? I almost forgot the name. He's got two options, hasn't he, from here? You can either get off at Toon. I mean, you've got actually more options, but sensible options would be Toon or Speets. If you get off at Speets, you could also go to on the mountain railway if he feels like a bit of a scenic tour. So we're in 1974. The only thing we unlocked was a plane recently. There goes our little local buses. We might cut back on those. We'll see how busy they are. I can't see anybody on board. So yeah, we'll probably cut back on those. There's a few people there. I don't know how many people are on here. We could pin him, right? Is he pinned? He is pinned. Is that pinned or is that pinned? I don't want to lose him. I'm scared. If I click on you, that's pinned. Right, when it's highlighted, it's pinned. It's full. Ruben doesn't mind because he's on board. Well, I see a few spare seats there. Just saying. You could squeeze a few more on. Standing as well. That's how little local trains do. Well, we're going to have to wait for the oil train. Now, while we're doing this, live stream news. Unfortunately, my brand new ISP, I don't know whether you remember back then, they've gone over capacity. Yes. Which isn't surprising given the climate in the world. So they've never been this busy. I've had a word with the owner and he was pretty transparent about it, but it does mean it's pretty awful during any time that I would normally stream. It's okay for uploading, but for streaming, no, I'm a bit stuck at the moment. However, they have purchased a new fat pipe going up to, or lease of a new fat pipe going up to Dallas. So once that goes through, which anywhere between now and 3 months, we'll see. Hopefully I get it back because I'm currently with 2 ISPs because I'm nervous and I don't want to lose internet. But the other one is the old one that I pay more for is pricey and not really up to streaming, but it does a job at uploading. Anyway, yes, so thought I'd update you on that. I do want to live stream again. Well, it looks like he's staying on board. Yes, he hasn't changed over. We can get rid of this. The train's still full. We're just following Ruben at the moment. I'm going to guess he's getting off then at Speets. He may get on the Express, which means he's not getting on the Super Duper Express, is he? Well, it does have a worse frequency, and we may need to check on that as well. Currently, we're going on to it's sort of the slow line, isn't it? We could technically have another slow line running down there as well, in the same direction. No, we could go the other direction, couldn't we? As long as we go one direction. So come on, Ruben. What's everybody's money on? He's not going to stay on till Zweisimmen, is he? That would be silly. Because if he stayed on till Zweisimmen, he would get off, go on the rail bus, catch the bus to Frutigen, and then catch the mountain railway from from there to Brig, and then finally get on the express or the bus to Italy. I mean, it's one way of getting there. I don't know whether it'll be cheaper. I can't remember if they still use... that tree. We can put some fences here anyway, so it's not a big deal. Right, pulling into the station. Let's see if he gets off. Please get off, Ruben, because I'll be a little bit amazed at your choice of trains. Oh, there goes the mountain railway. I mean, if you're quick, you could quickly jump on that, couldn't you? Come on. The timing is absolutely perfect. Where are you going? Ruben, okay, you got off. That's a good sign. You've got a bit of a walk, because you got off the train up there and teleported up there, which is fantastic. Okay, we're going over. So you are going via... It's going to be the Express, yes. He's going via the Express. Good job. I don't know why you didn't get off at Toon, though. That didn't make much sense, but at least you are catching it. Okay, what was the other one we need to check on? Yes, the main Express, which is the white line. Doesn't stop here, sir. There'll be no point checking that. There is 157 waiting for the main Express. Ooh, that's rough. I don't think the capacity is that high. We could extend the capacity before we duplicate the train. How many are waiting at Visp? This is where it stops as well, isn't it? Another 149 going one direction and 78 going the other. And then how many are waiting at Domo? 154, goodness me. I feel like at the very least we need to add another carriage on this, don't we? At the very, very least. We can edit this. I tell you what, since they're all the same capacity, passenger, shouldn't we add another one of these on? Another panorama wagon? Easy for you to say. We'll put that in the middle. Well, separate them with these. There we go. And then we can add... I'm going to add another one of these on the back as well. And we'll update that. There we go. Where are you at the moment? Are you just coming through here? Was it... It's here, isn't it? Yes, there we go. There's the new consist. It's a bit longer, a bit more expressy and a bit more fancy. It's all first class. How many people are on there? 122 people enjoying some first class scenery. As well, we have that as well. They like to get their trees right in there, although that does go under. This should be lower. I like it. Is that dirty? I don't know what's going on there. Manage vehicle. No, just leave it. It'll be fine. We could always... Well, actually, we could always do this, couldn't we? Just stick it on high. We'll see if it gets cleaner. That looks a bit dirty to me. I don't know whether my game's messed up a bit. We'll come back and check on it next episode and see if it's white again. Sure, is it supposed to be white? One white and one red. Is that what we had, or are they both white? Oh, I don't know now. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be white. Are they getting whiter? I can't tell. Oh dear. Anyway, guys, that's been an interesting one. We've followed Ruben around. We've added another station. We're going to have to expand that, aren't we? Pretty rapidly. I did some of that fancy for us. We finally did this, and it's looking much better, if I may say so myself. And today, oh, where are you? Where's the other? Is there one up here? I was hoping for one up here, but never mind. We can get on this one, can't we? Alright guys, I got us on board the commuter, pulling into Toon, so pretty much where we were before. And we are more than likely going to have to add another circuit or another EMU on this, aren't we? We haven't changed the capacity, just the frequency, as I've said today. But we should give it a little bit of time to bed in. It's full all the way. There are people still waiting at Toon as well. Today we're going to have the full journey. I'll let you go all the way to Riggersburg so we can see what our new section of track is like. When we come back, take a breath. Ooh. When we come back next time, I think it's time for a new fuel drop for our freight train. That's a mouthful, isn't it? And yeah, that's going to be up in the hills, and we're going to have to make our way down to drop it off to, can't remember the name of the town, Oberhofen. Am I right? I think so. They're the ones that require fuel as well. So that will even out the drop at Interlaken as well. Not Interlaken, Steffisburg. Yes, we don't drop any fuel off at Interlaken. It's a bit bumpy there because of the crossover, but we could get rid of that. Although it's not too bad and kind of feels right. So maybe we'll leave it a little bit roller coastery. It's not a quick turn by any stretch of the imagination. But here we are. We're going through here. These fields are going to look slightly different when we do them. A lot of people heading... Oh, east. Yes, heading east. Or technically southbound. And not many heading to Riggersburg. About right. But the good news is there are people that want to go there. Anyway, I'll shut up and leave you to go. Probably go all the way to Riggersburg and then back to 2. Alright guys, until next time, take care.